YouTube, it's me, and I'm back with another video. I had a really good response to my first one about becoming a flight attendant, so I thought I would go ahead and continue on. I'm not going to make a new channel. I think that would be too much, having 3 channels. Just the thought of that overwhelms me, and I just don't want to do all that. So I'm going to have a segment on this channel called The Pretty Passenger. And I don't know, I thought that was a cute name. I don't know if people will think it's cheesy or not, but it's the name I came up with and I absolutely love it. So anytime I have a video that's going to be concerning my flight attendant journey or experience or anything concerning that particular thing, then I will have that in the name as well. So people will know, don't click on that video if it's not something that you want to watch. That was a mouthful. Okay, so I've actually gotten a few emails, and that's what made me decide to do this video in the first place. Number one, I was shocked that people were messaging me and asking me, you know, how did you apply for this? What is the next step? What to do? What do you do next? Because I'm like, someone watched the video. It helped someone out. It made someone ask a question and want to do this process. So that was really exciting for those of you who reached out to me. If you are watching this, thank you so much. That's the reason why I'm recording this video now. But number one, let me backtrack a little bit, and this video might be a little long of me rambling slightly, but I'm going to try to stick to the point as much as I possibly can. On New Year's Day, I decided that I wanted to change my career path, that I wanted to get a new job because the one that I was currently in was getting a little blah, so I chose flight attendant. And the reason why was because of the travel aspect of the job. I wanted to travel more while I was young, but I don't have the funds to just buy a hotel and then take days off of work and then save up to spend money and food. All of that would just, the cost of traveling is just too much. So I discovered becoming a flight attendant. What better job than to be able to be paid while you travel, while you get to travel. I searched on blogs, I was watching YouTube videos, tutorials, Instagrams, going on people's Facebook page, Twitter even, looking up as much as I possibly could about the job. So I chose the particular airline that I did, one, because it's a very prestigious company, as well as the fact that they let you know your schedule a month in advance. So that way I'm not just sitting at the airport not knowing where I'm going to be the entire month and just hopping on a flight who knows where. You kind of have an idea of, okay, I'm going to be traveling here, I'll have a layover there. And I don't know, I just really felt like this was the one for me. I just had this gut feeling like this is where I should have. So I submitted my application, and then I had to go through a phone interview as well as a video interview. The video interviews consisted of 6 questions where basically, like I am when I'm talking to my YouTube video, I can see myself on the screen and I'm looking into the camera and answering the question. So there were 6 questions. Train. Pause. Okay, so now that the train is done going in the background, whatever. So anyway, you were given the opportunity to actually experience a flight on this particular company's flights and see the flight attendants and how they react and get a feel of the experience, like what you would be doing if you were to get the job. So I thought that was really nice. I had to get up early in the morning, get on the flight and go, and then once I went to the interview, it was just game on. As soon as you walk through the door, whether you're being interviewed and asked questions or not, they're watching you. They are seeing how you interact with people, how you adapt to your surroundings. You don't see them watching, but they are. And what I wore to the interview was another question that I received. I think I watched about 10 or 11 videos on this, and I kind of just followed the method. They did say that it's okay to dress like a flight attendant. You want to look like one as much as possible whenever you go to your interview. So in my head, I was like, I wasn't sure if I should or not because I didn't want to be over the top. But I wore a black pencil skirt that was about 1 inch above my knees. I wore a black pair of pumps that were 3 inches tall. I'm not big on short heels, but 4 inches I believe is the maximum that you're supposed to wear. And I had on pantyhose, and I had on a dress shirt as well with a black blazer over it, and I had a pearl necklace on, stud pearl earrings that were small, and I had my hair up back pulled in a ponytail, as well as acrylic nails. I went and got red nails put on just because I felt like it was very chic looking, and then I had red lipstick on as well. I looked like a flight attendant, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I was getting ready that morning, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I did like a little bit of blush, eyeliner, and I did my eyebrows, which they're not done right now. Whatever. I was like, oh my god, I look like a flight attendant. But I didn't change until I actually got to the airport because I didn't want my things to get wrinkled or anything on the flight over. So if I can, I'll either try to insert a clip of what I wore or maybe do like a video clip of the actual clothes. One way or the other, I'll try to get that in there. If not, I do apologize. But anyway, business professional, not business casual. Do not chew gum. Do not chew gum. Do not slouch. You are supposed to be in that interview. Sit up straight. I cannot stress that enough. Like, there were people towards the end of the interview when we were just sitting and all talking with each other that looked like they had completely clocked out, like sitting just slouched over on their phones. Do not, oh my goodness, do not pull out your phone like the entire time you're there. I don't care. Turn it off, put it on vibrate. Don't put it on vibrate, put it on airplane mode, silent something. Don't. There was people there that phones went off during the interview. One section that we went to when we were splitting the groups, this girl's phone was going off while someone was up introducing themselves, and everyone in the class was just like, did you forget to turn your phone off? I understand mistakes happen. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't even bring your phone. Leave it out in the lobby, or if they give you a section to like leave your things, leave it. You won't need it, trust me. And I was nervous. Once I got to the actual airport before the flight, it wasn't so bad. I was just kind of like, okay, I'm doing this, yeah. I actually recorded a little clip of me sitting in the airport, and I was like, I really want this job. But once I got there, I was nervous because there were so many people there that I felt, oh, they've got this in the bag. It was a girl there who could speak 3 languages who did not get the job. So I don't know exactly what they're looking for, but I do know that from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave, you need to be on. Don't think that they're not watching. Even when you go to the bathroom, interact with as many people as possible. If there's a section where you can ask questions and ask their opinions or get any insight, do it. And I ended up not talking to everyone because there wasn't enough time and there were too many people in the room. But I don't know if it was just by chance or if it was just God's grace, but the woman that I spent the most time talking to and asking a lot of questions turned out to be the person that interviewed me. So once I walked in the room, I was like, hey, and she was like, yes, I'm gonna be your interviewer, you know, blah blah blah, congratulations, saying, you know, making it this far and that type of thing. And I just felt so at ease because it was her and she was really sweet. And then I was like, oh yes, hopefully, you know, she'll remember I talked to her earlier and give me like an extra point or something. But just be yourself. I know it's a little bit cliche and everyone says it, but honestly, if you're not outgoing, bubbly, and just always talking to people and always so happy and chipper, don't be like that at the interview. They pick people that are just down to earth, normal. Not everyone is this like just all the time happy. That's not realistic. Like I think people in their minds when they think of this job, they think that they're gonna pick a girl who's skinny and has no kids and no type of, and coming from me, it's almost like, why are you even saying that? Because you fit half of the typical stipulations. But there are people that got it with me that have kids that live all over the world. It's no any kind, like where you live, that is irrelevant. That have families, that have ties in other states, that were in past airlines that didn't have any experience, a girl who worked at Disney, someone who was a cop, like a retired lawyer, like everyone. All kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of people do this. So please don't be discouraged or think you have to be young and you have to fit this certain cookie cutter type image that you think a flight attendant consists of, because that's not true at all. I'm trying to think of some more like tips whenever I was there. Wear pantyhose and wear a watch, perhaps. I didn't actually wear one, but I know that that is like a plus because flight attendants do have to wear watches at all times and it's FAA required, so that might be something that you want to add to your outfit a little bit. Make sure that it's tailored. If your airline has a particular color that their flight attendants wear a lot, like I know American Airlines has like the navy blue suits, and I'm trying to think of another one. I don't even know off the top of my head, but don't necessarily mock the flight attendants that already work there. Just look like one in general, but you can stick to black slacks or black pencil skirt. Don't go for anything crazy. Nothing, no crazy colors, just be neutral. And a red lip is good, but not necessarily required. I would say if you're not comfortable wearing red lipstick, or if you don't normally wear a bold lip color, then just wear something natural or nude, or don't wear anything at all. Your nails need to be done, your eyebrows need to be done, your hair needs to be done. You need to look polycured. You need to look polished, and you need to look well put together. That is a huge biggie. In this job, well, it's not discrimination, and it's not, to me it's fair, but you're judged on how you look, and it's not like, oh, she's ugly, oh, she's pretty, anything like that. It's put together. You need to look manicured and polished at all times, and that's what comes with it. And that was another thing that I kind of liked. I'm like, ooh, I like the idea of going to work every day and looking all chic. Think of some more tips. It's kind of hard to think of them all together. I feel like I'm throwing so much information, and I need to like split it up into sections. But if anyone has any more like particular questions about the interview, you can ask them below, and I'll just answer them individually and reply to the comments. As far as your age requirements, I don't know on this one. I do believe that it varies per airline. I know you do have to serve alcoholic beverages on flights, so 21 might be required, but I know some people go as low as 18. So just check into that with your particular airline. Make sure you have your passport. Make sure that it is up to date and has enough pages if you do get the job, that you don't have to like renew it or anything like that. Make sure that you have all of your information as far as your social security card, your education background. Work history is a good thing to have already, and I didn't know this, and I kind of wish I had, because it took me a little while to do it because I could not remember the dates. But keep up with a list of your past employers, when you worked there, and their contact information, and then just keep that and like save it on your flash drive or a hard drive or something, so that you have that and you can just update it as you go along. It took me a while to get all that stuff together because, I don't know, it just did. Okay, so this is a tip that particularly I think made a difference, but I don't know that it works for every airline. Like, there are people there that make an effort to talk to everyone. They just go out of their way to introduce themselves and just be over the top, bubbly, friendly, in your face to every single person, and those people didn't get picked. So I don't know if it makes a difference or not, or if it's seen as being like doing too much, but I would say that make small talk with a few people, but don't feel like you have to go above and beyond and talk to every single person and let them know who you are and interrupt people. Oh, big one. Do not cut people off. If someone else is talking, no matter how long it is, if they are just going on and you're like, look, stop. Let them talk, let them finish. Don't interrupt people. Do not do that. It's really rude, and they notice it, so don't do that. Be on time. You would think that this would be an obvious one, but there were people there that walked in late, and it wasn't just like, my flight got delayed, I'm sorry I couldn't be here, I got here as quick as I can. Like, they were late to an interview, and then their clothes weren't ironed. I couldn't believe that happened. But yeah, iron your clothes. Make sure they're starched, pressed perfectly. Like, when you want a job, you put your best foot forward. You are 100%, you give them the best version of you at that moment in time that you can. Do that. Like, be the best you can be. Common sense things, follow them. So I hope that I did an okay job of answering some of the questions that were emailed to me. If there's anything, like I said, specific details or like particular parts of the interview or the process that you want to know about, just let me know down below, and I will reply to those comments individually. When this video goes up, I should be at training, so as far as like time and finding a time to comment to everything, just give me a little while, because it might be a second before I can reply. But thank you all so much for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. I love doing this. I feel like this might be my little niche now. Like, I found something that people find interesting that I can help out with, but I will still continue to do like random videos in between as well. So make sure you all follow me on Snapchat and Instagram at the Ashley Banks. I do have a second vlog channel that I vlog on randomly off of my phone, if anyone is interested in that as well. And thank you all again for watching these videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!